welcome to my little corner where there's no wrong way to play with paper. Thanks for joining me today. I don't think I say that often enough, but I do appreciate you joining me. I really, really do. You could choose to watch anyone else, and I am honored that you are here. This is our Forever Faith Bible journaling series. It's a lot of fun. I'm just creating a journal. This time I'm doing emergency Bible numbers, so we're going through that. If you're interested in seeing past ones, just look in the description. You will find a playlist and all of my journaling videos. You may be making a journal for many different things, and this is just how I'm doing it. Your way is not wrong, so I hope you're inspired. I also hope you hear whatever God needs you to hear. I truly, truly do. But if you want to mute it and you just want to watch the creating part, I understand that too. I do. I don't take it offensive. I know that it's not everybody's cup of tea, but my faith is very special to me, and I am not a teacher. I am nowhere near a teacher, but I enjoy bouncing what I feel Bible verses mean off of my fellow crafters and being blessed by your guys' comments. So please comment. It really does mean a lot to me, and I learn from your comments. As long as it's given in love, you can totally disagree with me, and I am receptive to that. I think that that is a must in order to be where I want to be in my faith. So with that said, let's just have fun. All right. So today we're doing Discouraged. It's Psalm 34. Lots of fun. And let's just get into it and read it. I kind of know what I'm going to do, but I have studied this time. Last video, I didn't have a chance to study, but I did study on this one this time. So, I also wanted to point out, I did put, Psalm 51 on last week's layout. Oh, well, 2 weeks. I guess they're supposed to every 2 weeks. So I did put that on there. I don't know why I forgot, but I did later. I remembered. So there's that one. Now we're going to do another one, and we're going to do Discouraged. This is our page for the day, and I have this. I'm going to show you what we have going on. Let me read the Bible verse. We'll talk about it, and then we'll create something fun. All right. So it is Psalms 34. Did I say that? This is supposed to be Psalms 51. Did I even point and say 34? I just can't. I can't. Oh my goodness. Oh, the gray hairs are sinking in. I don't know what to say. All right. So we're going to do Psalms 34 today. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. So it says, "Come, my children, listen to me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. Whoever of you loves life and desires to see many good days, keep your tongue from evil and your lips from telling lies. Turn from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are on attentive to their cry. But the face of the Lord is against those who do evil, to blot out their names from the earth. The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all of their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and save those who are crushed in spirit. The righteous person may have many troubles, but the Lord delivers him from them all. He protects all his bones. Not one of them will be broken. Evil will slay the wicked. The foes of the righteous will be condemned. The Lord will rescue his servants. No one who takes refuge in him will be condemned. I will exalt the Lord at all times. His praise will always be on my lips. I will give glory to the Lord. Let the afflicted hear and rejoice. Glorify the Lord with me. Let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord, and he answered me. He delivered me from all of my fears. Those who look to him are radiant. Their faces are never covered with shame. The poor man called, and the Lord heard him. He saved him out of his troubles. The angels of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the one who takes refuge in him. Fear the Lord, you, his holy people, for those who fear him lack nothing. The lions may grow weak and hungry, but those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. Amen. That's a good one. I like that one. Okay, so discouraged. Whew, we all get discouraged. Let me tell you a little story. My son recently has had one heck of a whirlwind. He has gone from 24 to 40 in 2.5 seconds, right? Sometimes adulting is hard and we get discouraged. We get discouraged in many things of this world if we allow those things to take over our heart and our mind, right? So in order to not do that, it's the same thing. You've heard me say it once, you're going to hear me say it 100 times. Got to give it to the Lord and accept that He will show us what we need when we need it, not when we want it, when we need it. James has literally gone from being a single young man to having and dating, to having a life partner, having a baby, and having all that goes with it. And you know what? He wasn't upset about it, except for he felt discouraged. My oldest son has always been driven. Like, how do I explain this? Very driven to achieve certain goals, right? Like, he graduated, he was going to buy his own truck, which he did. Then he was going to work with his dad, which he did. Then he was going to pay off his truck, which he did. And it's an $80,000 truck, y'all. These vehicles are ridiculous. Then he was going to buy a house, and then he was going to have a family. That was his life plan. They did not. They were dating, and whatever the case may be, they ended up finding out when she was 6 months pregnant that she was pregnant. She went in for a checkup, had absolutely no idea. And I can tell you, I saw this girl every day. I had no idea. None of us knew. We were all shocked. To not only finding out you're having a baby and only having a few months to a few weeks, because our blessed grand girl, she came really early, too early. But I was lucky enough to be in there, and I watched my son just deflate. He was scared. He was discouraged. And the only thing I know to do is pray. And I was really lucky. I asked for permission to pray with them. I got to be there pretty much through the whole thing. And we prayed several times. And I watched his spirit lift. God is awesome. And if you give it to Him, He will take away that feeling of discouragement. He was not only not prepared to be a dad yet. I mean, he wanted a family, but he was discouraged that he hadn't met those goals. He was upset with himself. And no matter what I said, didn't matter. You know, you get caught up in your own feelings and what you think you should have done. And especially, I think, as a man. As a woman, we want to be the best mom and the best, we have caretaker abilities. I'm not saying women can't do other things. They can't. But God built us different. And He wanted to be able to provide. And he feels guilty. And I just tried to tell him, everything happens for a reason. And a baby is always a blessing, planned or not. And baby Kinsley is truly planned. Or truly a blessing, pardon me. She was not planned. And she is a miracle. And once again, God spoke through my babies to me and to them. Because Kinsley is getting to come home actually today when I'm filming this. She is already over 4 pounds. She is breathing on her own. She is taking a bottle fine. She is doing amazing. Amazing. And he is the proudest daddy ever. I'll put a picture up here. She is tiny, and it was scary, and he was discouraged. But as we prayed each time, I saw him become more encouraged. And after it was all said and done, just the other day, I said to him, I said, do you believe in the power of prayer? He goes, how could I not after Kinsley? Amen. So just know, praying works. It does. It's very hard to pray to something that you can't touch, right? We cannot touch Jesus. We cannot see him. It's not like the Pope, right? We can't do anything but believe that he is there. So when you're discouraged, my advice and what works for me is to pray. More than that, when you watch someone that you care about and or someone you just met, pray with them. Ask to pray with them. Unfortunately, many of these children, my kids included, how I don't know, but they don't know how to pray. They don't even know where to begin. Half of them haven't even opened a Bible. So when they're discouraged, reach out to someone. Reach out to them. I have another story I'm going to tell you that means a lot to me that recently happened yesterday with me and Junior. But that is what this verse means to me. I hope that you understand we are all going to have periods in our life when we're discouraged, right? I was recently really discouraged. My weight loss kind of plateaued out. I've just been praying about it a lot. And recently in the last week or so, thank goodness, I've been starting to lose more than just a pound a week. But you know what? I didn't become 500 pounds, which is where I was almost at when I started, in one day or in 6 months or in a year. It took me 50 years to get there. And I am slowly getting me back with God's help. I am not doing it alone. And that's what this says. Those who trust him will not have that discouraging feeling anymore. Those who give it to him and let him handle it need not fear him. And yet we need to be afraid of what might happen if we don't. Not necessarily from him. God is a loving God. And too many people get caught up. Well, if there was a God, he wouldn't let bad things happen. Well, I don't want to let bad things happen to my adult children, but they have to learn just like we do. We have to make our own choices. He gives us a choice to follow or not to. So when you're discouraged, when you're stressed, when you're, what else have we gone through? Lonely, worried, all of those things are settled by just believing he will take care of it. Doesn't mean you're not going to worry about it. Doesn't mean you're not going to think about it. It just means it's not going to bog you down and stop your life. It won't. I promise. Just pray. That's what I ask. All right, let's create a page. I'll tell my other story too, because y'all know I like to talk. All right, this is my idea before I tell my other story. I hope you heard whatever it is you needed to hear. I really, really, truly, truly do. And I hope it blesses your life today. I do. All right, so I'm going to take, this was a leftover from making my journal, and I'm going to make a flip with it. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. Ain't never done this, but, you know, why not today? All the days. Oh, and I'm not perfection. In fact, I can see that this is actually crooked, but you know, life is crooked sometimes, so I'm just going to leave it. I don't even care today. I'm so happy that my grandgirl gets to come home. I'll take it, whatever it is. All right, so fold yours so that it's straight, unlike mine. But with the torn edges, I think it's going to be okay. I don't think it'll be a big deal, and I kind of like it. So why not? So Junior and I yesterday went to go get some groceries, and I went to pick up a little swing that I had bought for Miss Kinsley when she's at Nana's house. And let's see if I can do this without crying. There was a family. And in an RV at the Walmart parking lot, that's where I was meeting the gal to pick this used swing up, because y'all know as well as I do, they grow too fast to buy everything brand new. So anyway, and the gentleman had a sign standing in front. It was the old school RVs we used back in the 70s. I mean, it was an old RV. It was not a new fancy dancy one. And he had a sign that said gas and food, family in need, something like that, and that there was children. And I do not always gift to those that are panhandling, and I'll go over that another time why. But if I feel God wants me to give, I give. I don't question. It ain't worth questioning. I'm not, who am I to question? If I feel I'm supposed to do something, I just believe in my heart that that's God speaking to me. And so I had a little bit of cash because I had gotten money out of the bank, which normally I don't have cash. I mean, that's just, I don't. And so I had Junior, we were at the stop sign, and I had him run over and say, God bless you. And I think it's a good lesson for my children as well. So we're going to put that there. And so he went over and said, God bless you. Well, then Junior wanted McDonald's. That child's going to turn into a chicken nugget. But anyway, even at 14, whatever how old he is. I don't even know how old my kids are. Anyway, I was there when they were born, I swear on my life. Anyway, so something compelled me. I had a 5. That's all I had. So we gave it to him to do more. And I'm not about always monetary giving. And you could just see it in this poor man's face when Jason gave him that. Like, he was embarrassed, and I knew he was. Shouldn't have been. Because sometimes by allowing someone to gift you something is blessing them, believe it or not. And I learned that a hard way too, right? Most lessons in life are not easy. Anyway, so we went to McDonald's, which was right there in the same parking lot. And I bought them a meal. A large meal. I didn't buy drinks. I did buy everything else. I didn't know if they let their kids have sugar drinks. Because when I say they had kids, they had toddlers. You could see them in the window of the RV, and the mama was there. And by the time I got back, the mama was there, and the dad was sitting in the opening of the RV. And he was, I'm going to glue these on. And he was holding the baby. And I handed it to them. We just drove up with the car. I didn't get out. So I said, I know it's not a lot, but I hope it makes today better. And she started crying, and he started crying, and they said thank you, and I was crying. It was a big blubber fest. And Junior said, Mom, he looked really upset. And I said, yeah, buddy, he did. Sometimes life is hard. And he goes, yeah, Mom, sometimes it is. But I think we made it better for them today. I go, yeah, I think we did too. You know, we talk about these verses and how I think they mean and all that, but sometimes actions speak louder than words, and we can learn and teach others. It's kind of my goal. Do I think I've learned everything I need to learn? No, I do not. If you know me, you know I really don't think that. But I want to teach my kids. I want to teach other people. And I promise you, what we did for that family, it's small. It was small. It was tiny. But what we did made their day better. And maybe they will pass that along. Showing love to people who are discouraged and just down, even if it's of their own doing, is what we need to do. And I have to remind myself that. So remember to be gracious. Remember to be kind and help those. And even when you are having the most horrible, what you think is horrible, right? It can always be worse, I promise. But discouraging time in your life, try to see God. Try, just like JJ had to. It will help. It will help your heart. It'll improve the quality of your life. Just give it to God. And so I hope that day they didn't have to worry about where their meal was coming from. I gave them a little bit for gas, not very much, but I hope that it made their discouraging time a little bit easier. I have no idea what I'm doing, y'all, so bear with me. We're just gonna put this right here. That is always my goal, and I hope it blessed them, and in turn they will bless someone else someday when they're not having such a hard time. Oh, look. Oh, I love that. Look how good that turned out. Oh, I just love that. All right, so here's our Bible verse. Now I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I did pull out some things though, so let's see what we can do. Let's see. All right, I'm thinking I want to put my thoughts, right, in just like a little journaling block even. Ooh, this one's kind of cool. But here we are with that. Why did I make so many of these? Oh, I like this one. Okay, I'm going to journal my thoughts here. What is this side? And I'm okay with that side for them. Maybe I'll leave that. We'll deal with that in the next layout. So this is where I'm going to journal my thoughts. Okay, here's why I'm excited, because look what I pulled out, these Dollar Tree stickers. I like that. And I pulled out, I'm thinking I want to use, because sometimes when you're discouraged, it just stinks. So I don't know. This is how my brain works. Where is my discouraged thing? Here it is. So I also need to put this somewhere, and I'm thinking right here, okay? Because I'll arrange it so that you can see it on here like this. In fact, let's just do it now. Let's do it now. Okay, so I want to close this, and I'm going to go like this, discouraged. I'm pretty proud of myself. Look at this. Okay, and I'm just going to, they don't have to be perfect, right? Okay, we're going to overlap just like that. See, let's make sure I spell it right. Y'all know I have issues with that. O R. Oh, no, O-U-R. See? Look. O-U-R. Now, I will put glue behind these before I, like, say I'm done with the layout. Raged. I can do this. G, E, and D. Okay, so there's our title. Just like so. It's gonna be close. I think I'm just, you know what? I'm not gonna be tearing into that, am I? Let's go like that. And we're still good on this side. All I need to do is re-ink it. Yeah, we're gonna make it work. Okay, yay! Okay, so there's that. Throw that away, we don't need that. And then I just wanna play and I wanna decorate this. I will ink around the edge. Like I said, I'll finish this when I go to do it, like journal. Then I have these, love these. These are some of my favorite kind of flowers to get from Dollar Tree. And I'm thinking I want to go with the peach. I don't think I'm going to use the yellow. So what I want to do, we're going to have a little journal spot. We're going to let this represent that. That's too big. Do we have a scrap? I don't want to tear that. Let's see what we have in the white scraps. I've always got white scraps down here somewhere. Oh, this is perfect. In fact, I'll make a journal block out of that. Okay, and we will put a tab up here too. Okay, so that will be my journal block. Oh, let's just make it, Jen. Okay. Like how I talk to myself, y'all? Surely none of you talk to yourself like I do. Okay, like so. I don't have a lot to say, so I don't need like a huge journal block. Okay, and ink this real fast. Like that. I like that. Yes. Okay. Put that back. All right, so what I need now is I need to put Psalm. I think I'm gonna put, where should I put it? Like here? I don't know. I have to think on that. Now I just want to create some florals here. We're gonna go like this. I know I want that. I want 3 here. That I do know. Maybe I could put it, I can put it there. All right. Maybe this one. I don't want it to cover any of the words. It's very close, but I think we're good. Okay, so those are gonna be there. Then I wanna take the rest of these and maybe even, how should I do this? Should this go this way instead? I do like that. And then my little critters, maybe I'll do all of them? Why not? I can do whatever I want. Okay, let's go like this. Is that in the crease? Is that gonna be too? Okay, I like the little critter. All God's creatures, right? Like that. Then we have a little fox. Come on. Oh my goodness, these are sticky. We're gonna go like this. And we're gonna go like this. And yeah, I'm sticking them right on there because I have absolutely no plans to do it again. And like so. Like that. All right. And then I'm going to do some florals up here. We're going to use all these. Put some florals. I don't necessarily want the white against the white. We can do that. We are going to put Psalm. I might even just write it right there. Here. And we're going to tuck this one. Where are we going to tuck this one? Yeah, I like that. Okay. Now I still have to put it all together. That's pretty cute. Although I'm half tempted to take this one away. Put this one down here. And put this little guy right on there. Like that. Oh, I do like that. The yellow's not working for me though. There we go. That's going to be the whole thing. I don't think I'm going to do enamel dots again. I don't think it needs it. I mean, I could do black, I guess. But I don't think I'm going to. All right, so let me go glue it all down. I'll come back and I'll have my journaling done. I do need to make my tab. So we'll use this for a tab. Just going to make it. Let's see. Is this my tab punch? It is. Let's see if we can make a tab out of this. Ta-da! Tab made. So I will put a tab here that says distressed. Or maybe I'll stick it on here. I think I'm going to. I'm going to stick it on that right there. And I will be done. So let me go do this and I'll be right back with a completed layout. Hang in there. All right, you guys. I got it all glued down. I marked it off. We did discouraged. So I love how this turned out. I love that it is a flip. I did my journaling here. I left this for journaling for one of my kiddos. I did put my tab here and I do mark on both sides the discouraged. I just wrote that it was Psalm 34. So cute. I did have to move this flower. It was down here, but it was in the crease and I couldn't figure out how to put it on there. I maybe could have put it down here, but I decided to put it up there. This one turned out super, super cute. I absolutely love how this turned out. Go me. You ever do something, you're like, yay, I did it. Okay, so next time we will be talking about losing hope, Psalms 139. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love your comments. Please comment. It helps me learn. Again, I'm not a teacher. I hope that you heard whatever it is God needed you to hear today. I hope my stories and my experiences encourage you and bless you. We all get discouraged. We all do. But we can choose to be happy, right? Because we can choose to give it to God. That's just how my heart feels. I am beyond lucky to have you here, and I'd be honored if you gave the video a thumbs up. It's how it helps other people see the video. And with that, be blessed. I'll see you next week. Bye.